Gone. Written by James Patterson and Michael Ledwidge. Read by Danny Mastrogiorgio and Henry Leyva. Prologue. Father and Son. 1. It was 3 a.m. on the button when the unmarked white box truck turned onto the steep slope of Sweetwater Mesa Road and began to climb up into the exclusive Serra Retreat neighborhood of Malibu, California. Majestic mountain peaks rising to the left, thought Vida Gomez as she looked out from the truck's passenger seat. Nothing but moonlit ocean to the right. No wonder so many movie stars lived here. As if the sights matter, Vida thought, tearing her eyes off the million-dollar view and putting them back on the screen of the iPhone in her lap. What was up with her? She never got distracted on a job. She took a calming breath. She seriously needed to buckle down. Taking her eye off the ball here would not be prudent. Not tonight. She was in the midst of typing a text when out of the corner of her eye she noticed the driver trying to look down her shirt again. No wonder she was a little off her game, she thought, with a muffled sigh. The new pudgy driver that the cartel had sent at the last minute was incompetence walking on 2 legs. That was just like them to send her some fat-ass chump for training at the last minute. All he had to do was drive, and apparently he couldn't even get that done. The next time the oaf let his eyes wander, Vida made a command leadership decision. She calmly lifted the MGP-84 machine pistol in her lap and placed the long, silenced barrel to one of his stubbled chins. "Do you think we're on a hot date here tonight? On the way to the prom, maybe? By all means, give me your best line, Romeo. If it's good enough, maybe we'll skip first and go straight to second base," she said. "I'm sorry," the suddenly sweating driver said after a long, tense beat. "I made a mistake." "No, that was your parents," Vida said, digging the gun in hard under his fleshy chin. "Now here's the deal. You can either A, keep your eyes on the road, or B, I can splatter what little brains you possess all over it instead. Which do you prefer?" "A," the driver said, nodding rapidly after a moment. "I choose A, please, señorita." "Excellent," Vida said, finally lowering the chunky black metal pistol. "I'm so glad we had this little talk." The truck killed its lights before they pulled into the darkened driveway of 223 Sweetwater Mesa Road 10 minutes later. She was about to retext the alarm company tech they'd bribed when he finally texted back. It was a one-word message, but it was enough. "Disabled," it said. She wheeled around and slid open the small window that separated the rear of the truck from the cab. The 8 cartel soldiers crouched there, were wearing black balaclavas over their faces, black fatigues, black combat boots. "Ándale!" she barked rabidly at them. "It's time! What are you waiting for?" The truck's rear double doors opened silently, and the black-clad men issued forth onto the shadowed driveway and began gearing up. They strapped themselves into military-grade personal protective equipment, black nuclear biological chemical suits. Each suit had a self-contained breathing apparatus and was made of rubber over reinforced nylon and charcoal-impregnated felt. Vida joined her men, slowly and carefully, fitting the positive pressure mask over her face before meticulously checking the suit's material for any slits or gaps, as per her extensive training. When she was done, she bit her lip as she stared up at the 7,000-square-foot mission-style house behind the wrought iron gate. She let out a tense breath and closed her eyes, wondering if she was going to throw up the flock of butterflies swirling in her stomach. She felt stage fright every time right before a job, but this was ridiculous. It was the uncertainty of what they were about to try. What they were about to do was something new, something so volatile, so incredibly dangerous. "I really don't want to do this," Vida thought for the 100th time. Who was she kidding? As if she had...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?